We are in the midst of a technology boom in the sport of bass fishing, and some people just can't stand it. So resistant to change, too rigid to embrace the new wave, and like the dinosaurs, unable to adapt. Be careful, old man. You're going to find yourself sitting on your front porch, yelling at the kids to stay off your lawn.
Chasing man, it shows how to perform. Well, your style's been changed because we're so vain, but you'll take sunset for stone. Look out, honey, you're bad, bad, bad. Here you come, said you're bad, bad, bad. Sing for a time, you're the hottest ticket in town. Well, you show us new moves, cause baby, you're smooth, you're above us.
Well, get those live fast sifting clips, strap down those rods, and stash away those tackle bags because we are going fishing. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Bass Wranglers Podcast. I'm your host, Keith Nicewanger, and I hope this episode finds you with 5 for 25 in your live well. The live scope, live scan electronics issue has raised its ugly head again. And today it's my turn to tell you why you're wrong if you think these modern units should be banned from tournament competition. But first, if you like the content we produce on this channel, please hit the subscribe button and leave us a like. Release the hounds! We are building our viewership, and your follow means an awful lot to us. By now, I'm sure you know we are the Western representatives for Duckett Fishing, pro-driven rod, reels, and baits. Duckett is building a Western presence, and if you haven't seen it yet, you soon will. New independent dealerships are popping up all the time. Duckett Fishing, you know these guys. The strongest pro staff in all professional bass fishing. It's these same pros that are involved in the development, the research, and the testing of the pro-driven rods, reels, and baits that Duckett produces. You can find out about these pro-driven rods, reels, and baits by going to the website at duckettfishing.com. You're wrong, old man. Pure and simple, if you think today's modern electronics should be banned from tournament competition, you are wrong. Do you know there was a time when anglers had to use oars to get from point A to point B? Now, that was a little before my time, but do you think that the invention of the trolling motor led to so much whining about unfair advantages because some anglers could afford to equip their boats with trolling motors? With this new technology? Probably did. And what about bass boats? Did anglers who still had rowboats with or without trolling motors resent those who had the latest, greatest, fastest, baddest bass boats? Of course they did. And then bigger and more horsepower and power steering and foot throttles and power poles and spot lock and on and on and on and on and on it goes. You're wrong, old man. Are you still using a fiberglass rod with a pistol grip and yarn for your fishing line? Of course you're not. Progress loves the ones that progress. An old saying goes, there's no such thing as staying the same. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. And nothing defines this saying better than the sport of bass fishing. You like sliding a jig through visible shoreline cover? That's great. But don't complain that some young guy beats you because he found a population of winning fish on offshore structure. And don't tell me it's not fair because younger anglers are fishing off their daddy's money and can afford all this expensive technology while others can't. That's life. Everyone gets dealt a hand of cards in life. It's not what you're dealt, it's how you play the hand. Life is full of adversity, but life is also full of overcoming adversity. We can look all the way back to the infancy of our sport. We used to weigh bass on stringers. Some of us old guys remember flashers. And it's not what you think. It's an electronic device that shows you the depth, and if you're really good at it, it could show you where the fish were. And by the way, that was in real time also. Think of flashers as the flip phone of boat electronics. Paper graphs, high-profile reels, monofilament line. How did we ever catch fish? Today's electronics may be a little intimidating to you, old man, but live scan, live action electronics are here to stay. And I'm going to need an 8th grader to show me how to use them. By the way, the old man I'm talking about in this video is any of us, it doesn't matter your age, who are resistant to change and would rather bash a new technology instead of embracing it. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for being with us. Until next time, keep both hands on the wheel, keep those life vests zipped and clipped, and we will talk to you again soon.